All right, let's talk about something that's a real game changer in the world of the digital workspace. We're going to be unpacking the partnership between Omnissa Horizon and Microsoft Azure. So let's just dive right in.
Okay, so just think about what the modern workplace looks like right now. It's kind of all over the place, right? You got people at home, folks in the office, some are probably on the road, and they all need secure, easy access to the exact same stuff. If you're in IT, this probably sounds like a total nightmare. It's like trying to solve this constantly changing, impossible puzzle. So what's the answer?
Well, the answer really lies in this incredibly powerful partnership. What you're seeing here is the combination of Omnissa's, their deep expertise in virtual desktops with the absolutely massive global scale of Microsoft's Azure Cloud. What they've created is a single streamlined platform that's designed to bring some order to all that chaos.
So what are we actually talking about here? What is this thing? Well, at its core, it's a service that can deliver a full-blown Windows desktop, or maybe just a few specific apps, to literally any user on any device they happen to be using. And the real secret sauce here is that it's all running on Microsoft Azure's global infrastructure. That's what makes it so scalable, so reliable, and, this is crucial, so deeply integrated into that whole Microsoft ecosystem.
And right at the heart of it all is this component they call the Horizon Edge. You can think of it as the brains of the entire operation. It's like the central nervous system for your whole virtual environment. This thing actually lives right inside your company's Azure account, and it just orchestrates everything. We're talking user connections, app delivery, the whole shebang, and it does it all using these secure, totally automated commands.
But here's the thing. The real magic of the Horizon Edge isn't just what it can do all by itself. Now, the truly cool part is how it plugs directly into all those Microsoft tools that, let's be honest, your organization is probably already using every single day.
So, how does this actually get set up? Well, the Horizon Edge gets deployed right into your company's own Azure infrastructure. Now, if you're a huge organization, it's going to use Azure Kubernetes, for that massive scale. But if you've got a smaller setup, a single virtual machine can handle it just fine. And this part is super important. All the communication, all the API calls are handled by something called a service principal. Just think of it like a special, super secure digital ID card just for the service itself. It makes sure every single action is authorized and totally locked down.
And this is where you really start to see the power of that integration come to life. See, Horizon Edge doesn't want to replace your tools, it wants to make them better. You can manage your Windows 365 Cloud PCs right from the same console. For logins, it just uses Microsoft Entra ID, which you're probably already using. It delivers Microsoft 365 apps with this awesome tech called App Volumes. Basically, it separates the apps from the main desktop image, which means IT can update an app one time and have it instantly available to thousands of users. It's incredible. And yeah, of course, it's even optimized for things like Microsoft Teams, so your video calls are always going to be crystal clear.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the how, but so what? What does this all really mean for the poor IT admin who's actually got to manage all this stuff day in and day out? What's the real payoff here? This is it. This is the big one. Instead of juggling a dozen different tools for physical PCs, cloud desktops, and virtual apps, everything is unified. You get one single console to see and control everything. And that shift from a messy, fragmented way of doing things to what we call a single pane of glass, it completely changes the game for how IT teams can operate.
And when you have that kind of centralized control, what's the result? Well, it's a huge boost in efficiency. Suddenly deploying a whole new fleet of desktops or rolling out a critical app update becomes way faster and a whole lot less risky. It lets organizations just streamline their entire Windows environment. At the end of the day, it makes life easier for IT, and it gives a much better, more consistent experience to your users.
So when you step back and look at it, this isn't really just about one piece of technology. This level of deep integration, it's pointing to a much bigger trend that's shaping the entire future of how we work. I mean, think about it. As work just keeps getting more and more distributed, the need for a single, secure digital workspace is only going to get bigger. So the big question is this deeply integrated, API-driven approach, is this the blueprint for the future of the digital workspace? It's a really compelling vision, that's for sure. It'll be fascinating to see how it all evolves.